Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Anna. This is Veggie VSG, formerly Full Figured Fashion. I have finally changed my YouTube name to match my Instagram health and fitness account. So thank you so much for clicking on this video or onto my channel, and I hope you really enjoy today's topic. As you can tell from the title, these are going to be my favorite go-to veggie protein sources. This is obviously not all of them, but these are a couple of the ones that I use a lot to supplement for protein. One quick disclaimer, I am not a nutritionist, I am not a doctor, but I do have opinions, and if you don't agree with them, that's okay. But just know that this is just based off my own personal experiences and how my body operates. So, just wanted to say that before we jump in. I have a cat who keeps walking on my lap, and I also have notes down here, so if I'm looking down, you know why. So, today's video is going to be my top 5 protein sources, and I will be listing on the screen whether that source, or maybe I'll list down below, I don't know what I'm going to do, but somewhere I will list if that source has gluten, if it has soy, and like the conversions that I have come up with for protein. Number 1 is called seitan. So this definitely has gluten in it, so if you're gluten intolerant, I'm sorry. But essentially what seitan is wheat gluten. So what is wheat gluten? Wheat gluten is the protein source that is found in wheat. So like when you have a slice of whole grain toast or wheat toast and it has like 6 grams of protein, that would be wheat gluten. And you can actually buy wheat gluten as like, it's almost like a flour. I know Red Bob Mills has a bag of it, which you can find at most grocery stores. But if you don't have a gluten intolerance, it is one of the highest protein sources, really good macros on it, not high in fat, not high in carbs, but super high in protein. And the cool thing about wheat gluten or seitan is that you can knead it and kind of punch it out so that it has a meat-like texture if you're missing that meaty texture in your food, like if you want something meaty. So I make wheat gluten as like beef crumble sometimes, like kind of like chopped up like carne asada. I have made chicken wings out of it, but a lot of vegan and vegetarian restaurants will make chicken patties with it or burgers. All different types of like weird meat substitutes. I know that there's a restaurant here in Colorado and they serve normal chicken wings, so Colin can get his normal chicken wings, but they also serve seitan wings, so I can get seitan wings, which is super cool. So that was my first one, just because it's super versatile, super easy to find, and not hard to make. There's plenty of recipes online on how to make your own seitan at home. Number 2 might be kind of obvious, but mine is beans. I love beans, and people don't realize how many different types of beans there are and how many different ways you can eat and cook beans and like things that beans are infused into. So my favorite type of beans are definitely black beans, chickpeas or garbanzo beans, and then also vegetarian refried beans. Beans can also be infused into different types of foods. So like at Trader Joe's, there's noodles that are made with beans. They're also at Walmart or major grocery stores. I just like Trader Joe's brand. But you can get black bean noodles or red lentil noodles. I don't know if lentils are considered a bean, but sorry if it's getting darker. My cat is behind me now on the window. But anyways, beans, yes. Another major thing that I really like is the Enlightened Bean Crisps. They are almost like croutons, like crunchy little, I don't know, cracker style things, and they're made with fava beans. Really, really good. And I use them as like salad toppers or in a wrap or something. First of all, they add great crunch, but also they add about 7 grams of protein per serving. So definitely look into those type of like I don't even know what to call them, but like specialty foods that use beans as the protein source. And people are afraid of the carbs in beans a lot of times, but I'm telling you right now not to be, because these carbs are natural carbs. It's not like you're eating like a potato chip or a piece of white bread. Like, these are natural carbs, just from like the bean sprout itself. So don't be afraid. Kind of going along with the natural thing, number 3 are seeds. So people don't realize the amount of protein that can be in seeds, not to mention all the vitamins and minerals that seeds have that are just so good to boost up our immune system and just boost our health in general. So some seeds that I'm going to list here are chia seeds, flaxseed or flax meal, which is just ground up flaxseed, hemp hearts, pepita seeds, pumpkin seeds. All of these are fantastic. Especially chia and flax have omegas in them, which are hard to find and that aren't in fish. I can't talk today. But yes, chia and flax are really, really good. Hemp has a crazy amount of protein, like insane amount of protein. I put seeds on my salad all the time. Again, another element of crunch. It just gives the salad a good texture, and especially with like flax meal, which is ground up, you can't even taste it because it's mixed in, and you completely lose the texture and flavor of something that's kind of like bland on its own, flax. I also have blended them into smoothies, or like mix them into like a sauce or stew, because you won't even taste them. Seeds are amazing, and my favorites are probably pepitas and hemp hearts, I would say. Number 4 is one that I feel like is big in the vegan vegetarian community, but if you're not in it, you might not even know what this is, but it is nutritional yeast. So nutritional yeast is a yeast, and it has a bunch of protein. I think the one I used from Walmart is like 8 grams of protein for 1.5 tablespoons, which is not that much. And what it tastes like, it kind of is a cheesy texture and like flavor. And so my mom called me, so quick intermission, but back to nutritional yeast. The main ways I use nutritional yeast are, 1, I dust it on salads a lot in replacement of cheese. Excuse me. Definitely like a Parmesan-y texture because it's so small. It's like a dust almost. And yeah, I mix that in, but I also a lot of times mix it into like sauces and dips to give it a cheesy texture, and I'm just already adding protein, and like I'm not even trying to do that. So, and a lot of times I'll have a salad with nutritional yeast and some nuts and some seeds and the bean crisps. I don't have any mock meat, no seitan, no tofu. And it still has about 15 grams of protein in like a really small salad. So you just have to think about, you're like, oh, well, this only has 4 grams of protein. Well, yeah, if you do that plus other things, it can add up really, really quickly. Number 5 is a bit more of a controversial one, but it is mock meats. And so I'm making this very broad, but we do eat mock meats in our household. So things that aren't real meat, and they're made with soy protein or wheat gluten or a mixture. And the reason I put it on the list is because it is something that we do enjoy. And if I have a taste for a meaty burger, I would much rather go get a processed mock meat patty at the store than deny the craving and then get like angry. You know what I'm saying? So I put mock meats on the list because I eat relatively clean whole ingredients for most meals. So if it's the 1 to 2 things that like if I have a couple of things that are just kind of like my things, yeah, they're not the healthiest, that's okay with me. I'm not perfect, and not everyone is perfect, and I really like fake meats sometimes. Some of them are really, really good. And so obviously they're processed. There's a lot of ingredients, and I'm sure there's some chemicals and stuff in there. But at the same time, because I hear the argument a lot of, well, if you're going to eat that and it's all processed, why would you not just eat normal chicken? normal chicken and normal beef are pumped with a bunch of hormones, and the food that the animal is eating is not good food. And a lot of times these factory farms are ridden with diseases and animals are dying left and right. And so to me, like chemicals versus that, I don't think there is much of a difference between a piece of chicken and a processed piece of fake chicken, because to me they kind of both have their like bad things about them. And so that argument to me is flawed in a way. But yes, I put them on the list. Some ones that I have down here is Boca chicken patties. We have those a lot. I'll cut them up and put them in salads or wraps, or just eat them as a chicken patty. And they have 11 grams of protein. Another one is the beefless ground crumble. So there's lots of different brands that you can buy for that. I just put the Gardein brand because it's highly available at most major grocery stores, Walmart, Target, King Soopers, Jewel, places like that. And those are 18 grams per fourth of a cup. So even if you're a weight loss surgery patient, you could still probably get 12 to 15 grams of protein in if that's like the main part of your meal. And then the last thing that I put on here is the Beyond Burger, because that is my favorite meatless burger. And that has 20 grams of protein per burger. So even if you have half of it, you're still getting 10 grams of protein in. So that was all I had for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this gave you some good ideas for some meatless protein options. Just know that not everyone needs like 150 grams of protein a day. Most people are not bulking and lifting weights every day. So definitely there's different like protein calculators online. But for me, I know that 40 to like 70 grams of protein a day is usually good for me. So 40 is usually the days that I'm not working out, not exerting a lot of energy, and then the days that I am working out or lifting and I want to be gaining muscle, I would be higher to that 60 to 70 gram per day range, but that's because I don't even lift that much and that hard. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I am going to be pre-filming a few videos here, so you'll see me again in this outfit for the next couple of videos. Anyways, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.